Hi darlings, today I'm back to do a review on E.L.F's new Illuminating Palette, and I purchased it from Walmart for $7.97, which is amazing because it has 4 different shades in here. So I'm gonna read to you guys on the site what this palette is all about first. Let's see here. This beautiful illuminating palette holds 4 gorgeous complementary shades to mix and match for a custom blended radiance that captures, diffuses, and softens the way light reflects on the skin. The soft focus powders are great for highlighting around the eyes and on cheekbones to enhance the skin with a luminous effect, perfect for all skin tones. And basically how to use it: with your chosen customized shade, apply the illuminator to the cheekbones, the brow bone, cupid's bow, and inner corners of the eyes using a small tapered brush. The palette can also be used to create a dynamic eyeshadow look. Of the packaging here, it says infused with vitamin E and argan oil to help nourish and hydrate on the bottom of the packaging. It says no animal testing here. So let's go for the packaging first. If you're looking for it in your beauty section, this is what the palette actually came in, this box here. So that's what it looks like, and this is what the palette looks like. Super simple design. It just comes in a matte palette, and that's what the back looks like there. And once you open it, you get a full-size mirror there, and this is what the illuminating palette looks like. 4 different shades. You get a kind of like a yellowy white shade, and then you get a light pink shade, a peachy shade, and also a dark kind of. So I'm wearing this E.L.F. illuminating palette on my entire face today, so I'm gonna go over how I like to use this palette. So for this kind of bronzy shade, I'm wearing it on my cheeks. I like to wear it as like a blush. It's kind of like a blush bronzer hybrid color for me, so I'm wearing it on my cheeks, along my hairline and along my jawline, and I also applied it on my lids, my upper lids, and also my lower lash line as well. And for the highlight on my cheeks, I'm just using this light pink shimmery shade. This is probably the shimmer shade in this illuminating palette, so I'm using it on my cheekbones and also on my brow bone. And I mixed this pink shade, this white yellow shade, and this peachy shade all together, and I'm wearing that on the inner corners of my eyes and also on the center of my lids as well. And I'm also using this light pink shade on my cupid's bow, and that's pretty much it for that. And then for the white yellow shade, I'm using it down the center of my nose and also a little bit on my forehead area, and then my chin area as well. For you guys here, if I got it all. Let me do the bronzing shade again. So this is what it looks like there. This one is the white yellow shade I was talking about. This one is the pinky shimmery shade. This one is the peachy shade right there. And then let me try and get that bronzer shade for you guys on camera, because I don't think you guys can see it. And that's the bronzy shade right there. So what do I think of the E.L.F. illuminating palette? I thought it was an okay palette. For $8, I can't really expect much. But if you guys are looking for a illuminating and highlighting palette that's gonna, you know, be super shimmery, and just when the sun hits it, it's gonna be like super sparkly and everything, this probably isn't the palette for you. It's very, the highlighting and illuminating colors in here are very subtle, so you're not gonna get that, like, you know, champagne pop highlighting shade or anything. It's just very subtle and natural. It's not super shimmery or anything. So if you're looking for a super shimmer, the shades in the illuminating palette had a pretty good color payoff. It's not like crazy pigmented or anything, but it's a pretty good color payoff. They are not chalky, but not super like buttery or anything. They're kind of like in between. So that's an okay factor in my opinion, but they are pretty long lasting. I didn't have to reapply during the day or anything. They lasted on my face for about 7 to 8 hours, which I thought was pretty good. By the end of the day, my highlighter still looked good. The blush or bronzer still looked good as well, and everything was still intact. It wasn't blotchy or look cakey or anything, and it applied quite smoothly as well. I didn't really have to like work it in, so it just applied. So you guys know me, I love my natural looking makeup, and this E.L.F. Illuminating Palette just gave me just that. It just had a nice natural illuminating effect on my face. But for me personally, I would just go back to use this bronzy shade for my blush, and also this light pink shimmery shade for my highlight. But these two shades didn't really work for me, so I wouldn't go back and use that. But I would think that this white yellow shade would work perfectly for those of you who are applying concealer underneath your eyes and just want to set it and brighten down at that area. This would probably work good for you. It's not like super chalky or anything, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna brighten your eyes. For me, I didn't really use it for that reason, but I forgot to mention I did use this white yellow shade down the bridge of my nose, and it did brighten that area pretty well. So that's the only reason I would use that shade. But overall, I think this E.L.F. Illuminating Palette is an okay palette if you're looking for a natural illuminating effect, but it didn't really like wow me or impress me or anything, so I don't want to recommend something to you guys that doesn't like, you know, excite me or anything. But these two shades are pretty good in my book. So if you're looking for, you know, a hybrid blush bronzer, this would work great for you. And I love it on my lids as well. It just gives me this kind of golden bronzy glow. And this highlighter is pretty good as well. It just has like a nice glow, as you guys can see right there. Ooh. It just has like a light pink shimmery subtle glow for the highlights. So I like these two shades. Other than that, I just thought it was an okay palette. It's nothing that will excite me. It's a pretty good price point for $8. But that is pretty much my thoughts on the E.L.F. Illuminating Palette. If you guys tried it, let me know what your thoughts in the comment section below is, or what is your favorite highlighter of the moment. I would really love to know in the comment section down below. And that is pretty much it for this review. I hope it was helpful to you, and if you have any questions or comments, leave it down in the comment section down below as well. And I will catch you guys on my next video. Bye guys. Mwah. Love you. Bye.